friends, let's get ready for a concert. So today we are going to a Morgan Wallen concert. Me, myself, and I, going with the Pink Lily group to Morgan Wallen, and I'm really excited. I've never been to an actual concert other than kind of like a church concert, which is probably very different than a real concert. So I kind of feel like it's a grown-up thing. I did go see Carrie Underwood at the Grand Ole Opry once, but that's more of a radio show, and so I don't know, I'm excited. So finally feel like I found my outfit after many different tries. I always get so nervous whenever I'm doing things with other people. I have a little bit of social anxiety, and so we're gonna get ready today. It's gonna be a makeup and hair live because I need to do both, and I just thought it'd be fun to fully get ready together. So if you're hopping on, if you're watching the live, drop a 1. If you're watching the replay, drop a 2, and we are gonna do an Amazon gift card giveaway today. So share this video, comment, share below, tag a friend. If a couple of you just told 2 or 3 friends about my page, if you like it, I don't know, it is so hard, I feel like, to grow on the internet anymore. And if you like it and you don't even have to tell everybody about it, but if you just have 1 or 2 friends that you're like, hey, I think you would love CORTNEYSWANN. Like, I think you would really like her page. I enjoy it. And if you like it, that would be amazing. I feel like birds of a feather flock together. And if you like it, somebody else you know probably likes it too. Okay, we're going to get started. I'm starting with some self-tanner though, and then we're going to go in with Ophir. So a little bit of just some gradual face tanner, and I did self-tan last night here at home with some foam mousse. I tried a new brand that was sent to me, and I don't feel like it did it. So why I decided, when I'm already nervous to go meet a bunch of influencers that I've never met before, and I'm already so nervous, why I decided to try a new tanner, I have no idea. So I'm going in with my Old Faithful and putting on some Sinless Tanner. Okay, I'll let that dry for just a second. I've done this, I don't know how many times, where I'll put a little bit of just a tinted tanner, and then I will go in with my actual makeup. I am getting down to the tiniest bit. Also, how embarrassing is this? I placed an order. I literally was like, I need primer. So, of course, I go to Ophir's site, I order new makeup, right? Do you know the one thing I didn't get? Do you know? Primer. The whole reason I went, the whole reason that I was like, I need this, I forgot it. This happens to me all the time. I will go to the kitchen to get my phone charger. I'll come back with like a snack and all kinds of other things, and like my vitamins and all that. Do you know what I forget? My phone charger. So anyways, we're going down. I'm gonna end up cutting this open on our next video. This is enough to get me. This is the Dewy Primer. It is kind of hot in Tennessee today. I live close to Nashville. I'm about 2.5 hours away. Our camp, we bought a summer camp and turned it into Airbnbs. It's called Camp Swann, and they're the cutest, like, little boutique Airbnbs, but it's about an hour from Chattanooga, and then Nashville is about 2.5 hours from Chattanooga. So the camp's like right there in the middle. And so I think tonight, I might, if it ends up being too late, I could always stop at the camp and then come home in the morning. But if not, then I will just drive home, because it might not go late. I don't know. We'll just see. I'm also going to like read the room, you know, where it's like, oh, do I feel like I'm vibing, or am I anxious and I just rather go back home? But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to have fun. I wish I wasn't like this. I'm like this for birthday parties. I'm like this for soccer games. I've always been like this, I guess. All right. Dewy Primer. We're going to let that set for just a second. And while that's setting, we're going to go in with some gradual tanner. All the tanner. And I'm going to try not to get it on my shirt. This will get darker as the day goes on. And then, pretty forgiving. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of like actual glowy drops on my face and my neck. So this is gonna give me not a gradual, but more of an instant tan. Okay. Doing the same on my face. And then we'll go in with some foundation. A little bit of, this is just gonna give, it's just gonna make me darker looking. If you can't tone it, tan it. I'm gonna do my legs in a little bit. I'll show you this full outfit at the end and you can tell me what you think. And if you hate it, just don't tell me. Just don't do it, because this is about my 15th outfit that I've tried on and I don't think I can find anything else. So I've tried on all the things. I'm even packing one in case halfway down the road I decide I'd rather wear that black dress I showed in my stories yesterday. But for now, this is it. All right, we're already glowing, getting a little darker. Pro tip, take your leftover and kind of just go over your hands. Because have you ever, maybe I notice it more because I do a lot of makeup tutorials, but it's like you can tell a big difference when your hands don't match your face. I am going to swing in and get my nails done. I think they need it before I go. So I'm trying to get totally ready with enough time to get my nails done, and I have a conference call with our accountant, and I'm going to do that in the car, and then I have a conference call for the TRIMFIT company an hour later, and I'm also going to do that while driving. We're going to make it work. This I could not get to fit on the way it's supposed to. It's from Pink Lily, so I kind of lassoed it around my neck, and now I can't get it off. I really need my husband to be kind of an engineer and take some links out for me, but I didn't ask. He might actually know. Oh, he's not even here anymore. Oh, well, so much for that. So anyways, I'm going to try and make it work. If not, I don't even know how I'm going to get off my head. Where is everybody coming in from? Lisa, you just moved to Tennessee. You're maybe 30 minutes from Nashville. You should check out Camp Swann sometime. It is so fun there. It's like we have kayaking and cute cabins, and it's so peaceful. It's like one of my kids' favorite places to go. Okay, let's do our foundation. We're going in with the shade Cardamom. And I'm so proud of myself because, so this stuff lasts a long time. If you've used Ophir's foundation, it's like mind-blowing how long this stuff lasts. But when you start getting air bubbles, you are at the end of your journey. And I got it while it's on sale. They have a sale going on. The code's Inspire, and you can get a bunch of different things on sale. But they do have a sale going on. So I ordered just a few restocks, and whenever I need it, I already have it. That's the worst thing, is when you have a foundation that you love that you can't buy in the store and you're like, what am I gonna do? So anyways, really happy about that. Didn't work out with the primer, but I killed it on the foundation. Okay, here we go. My face is still sore from over the weekend where Beta headbutted me. So I am just going in with the Cardamom foundation over some tanner, and that's a gradual tan, so I don't have to wash it off, so I can keep it on all day, and my makeup will just blend with this, because this is kind of my self-tan shade. I use the shade Coriander. Oh no, I just felt it when I went over it. Hang on, it's not too late. Oh, do you hear it? It sounds like. I should have done this pre-makeup, but it's better now than never. That's really my soul patch. I also noticed when I was putting these shorts and I sat down, and I don't want to forget, so I also noticed I have apparently I'm not the best shaver. Just don't wear shorts a lot. I have a little thing that I keep in my car, and it's like a little electric razor just for this. I'm just not a good shaver. I don't know. Or I'm normally shaving while I'm like, Veda, don't touch that. You know, one of these guys. And you like turn it on and, whoops, wrong way. Like, and if you have mustache stuff or you've got like, you can hear it too when it ggets a long hair. It's like, zzz, and it's really satisfying. But anyways, I keep one of these too. It's so good. I didn't link it, but it's in my Amazon storefront. But anyway else, summer and hair. It's like, what? Have I always had this going on? Anyways. If you need a link for the face razor, just drop the word me below. I have the Ophir and Lunge link in the description of the video, but if you want any extra links like tanner, TRIMFIT, razor, I have those all put together in a link that can just be sent. So just drop the word me, and then I'll also send you the details on the Ophir and Lunge. Okay, here we go. If you've never tried Ophir's foundation, it's so good. It's good for mature skin. It's good for dry skin. It is good for all skin types. It has skincare in it, so you will notice that your skin gets better and better the more you use it. I'm going in with their butter setting powder. I am going to kind of do more of a full glam look today because it's concert. Thank you for sharing. Ooh, Roseanne says she's 67 and these products are the best. For skincare and for makeup, POMIFERA is the skincare I use, and then Ophir is the makeup brand I've been working with for a while, and they just crush in the department for great for mature skin. They're great. I mean, they're great for my skin, and I'm 35. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys an outfit because you can tell me what you think. I feel like you'll know fully at the end. So that's my only thing. I might cut it or I might just keep tucking it. But I feel like it's the rhinestones, right? And I need to put some gradual tanner on my legs. Probably should have. I shaved my legs night before last, but they're already, I just want to get laser. But anyways, little belt, cute little top, and I have cellulite on my legs, but I'm just going for it. We all have it, right? I did shave my underarms, so that's good. We're winning there. Okay, going in with a little bit of bronzer because I love what bronzer does for your face. It just chiseled, beautiful. So, funny thing about me is I am going to a Morgan Wallen concert, but I had to look up what songs he sang. Lexi was telling me last night, so I did not realize she was a Morgan Wallen fan, and she was freaking out when she found out I was going. And I'm kind of in the season of life where I'm listening to like the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. Like that's my jam, and it's on all the time. And then, you know, like Baby Shark. I could tell you every word of Grandma Shark, Grandpa Shark, like all of it. So that's my season, and that's kind of been my season. Like I've been mothering since I was 19. So I just don't feel like in touch with music. And I typically, if I'm listening to music, I listen to worship music. Like I love the way I feel. I just love listening to worship music. And so that's mostly what we listen to. And then every now and then, you know, we'll like put on some, I don't know, classic old school Spice Girls or something. And, but Lexi was so excited, and she was like, you have to learn some of the songs before you go. And I was like trying to listen to them, and I was like, I need subtitles. And I was like, I just am not not a good music person. So I'm gonna go there tonight, and I'm just gonna like do the watermelon thing. Like watermelon, 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 you know, where you do that and people think you know the words. And I'm sure I can pick up on them after I hear it. But anyways, so I'm going more for the experience. No hate on Morgan. I'm sure he's great. But I'm really excited to, like, as much as it makes me nervous to go do new things and meet new people, it makes me actually like sweat profusely nervous. I always am so happy I did. I've been doing like the Nash Bash for Pink Lily for the last few years, and I've made some of my best friends doing that trip, and it is definitely an out of my comfort zone to go on these, but I really love it, and it's a great way to connect and also learn business things. Like, some of these girls are just incredible business women, and I love like getting to have those connections with people who are in the same space as me. And so I'm really excited. So I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna practice my songs, and I'm just hoping I have the best time. Best case scenario, I meet friends. They're all like, do you want to stay and we'll go shopping tomorrow? And it'll be amazing. And worst case scenario is I just am nervous. I only talk to the 2 people that I know. And then I'm like, I think I need to get home. Maybe my baby needs me. But I'm going to try really hard not to do that. I'm going to try really hard. Okay, a little bronzer there because that's going to make it look like my clavicle bones are just really popping. I went to the gym yesterday, and he was like, okay, last round, right? So I was so excited. I was like, oh, thank goodness, like, this has been a hard workout. So I do it, and I really give it all I've got because it's my last round. And so I did 3 things, and then I was like, all right, let's stretch it out. And he was like, no, we have 2 more rounds. And I was like, no, you just said that was the last round. And he was like, that was like this is our last set of 3, but you have to do it 3 times. It's like, I don't think I can make it. But I did. So we can do hard things, right? Okay, going in with this color. This is Ophir's blush, but that made me think of it like with my clavicle. It's like, does she have a collarbone? I mean, I'm sure I do somewhere under there, but you can't really see it. But a little bit of bronzer. It's amazing. I'll show you a trick. So I got a breast reduction a while back. I used to have gigantic, like when I was nursing, they would be G's, like huge. Have to get custom bras. Huge, like triple F's, like they're just so big. And then after you quit nursing, they just like were about a triple D, but kind of like a rocks and socks triple D, so more down here. So I got a lift and implants, but I do have like some up here, and I didn't ever have this because that was all down here. And so, but it takes a while. It can take up to a year for kind of your implants to drop. I'll show you a little trick. So I used to have a ton of, when you shoved it up, obviously, it wasn't there if it wasn't shoved up. But you can even take your bronzer and just a little hack. You can like kind of do this. Hello. Just if you want a little, like, so I have one implant that's kind of dropped quicker than the other. I've had it looked at, and this side is still a little high and this one's already down. So I just kind of like do this sometimes. It's like, oh, no one's gonna know. They look totally even. There we go. So the gym has definitely helped me. I don't know if I'm like super motivated to go, but I have loved having a trainer that I have to pay him regardless, right? And the accountability factor. I have a lot of friends that here locally that have a lot of kids. All of us, we just have a lot of kids. And so it's hard to work out with friends that have a lot of kids. They're great friends. I love them. I love their kids. But kids puke. Kids like all of a sudden crack a tooth. Kids sprain an ankle. Kids, just kids. They're just, and all my friends have 3 to 7 children mostly. Some have 2. Even if you only have 2 kids, they have things. They get strep throat you know, like kids. So, and then parents are like, I have to go to Munchkins with mom. And you're like, okay, well, maybe we could go the next day. And so I obviously need a person. I feel really nervous to go alone, but I don't need a ton of friends, just like one good friend. But the accountability piece, I was going with friends and they always were having something pop up because they have a million kids. So take that out of the equation. I have a trainer who he is just there and I have a time slot and he is there and I have to pay him regardless if I show up. And guess what? I show up almost every time unless somebody's just crazy sick or something. It has been the best thing for me because I typically, what would happen is like, oh, so-and-so has this morning. You were going to work out with her, but now you're not. And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm a lone warrior. Can I do it? I don't think I can. I've driven to the gym, but I can't physically make myself go inside. What I think is in there, I have no idea. But I'm like, I think I'll just go to Home Goods instead. And so that was just my life for years. And now I've kind of solved that. It doesn't even have to be a trainer. Find yourself a good buddy that doesn't have a lot of kids. I think that's a factor because you're so busy as a mom with kids. Okay, so right now what I have on my face is just like my main face. I cannot go on enough about how good Ophir's products are. So I have on their primer, I have on their foundation, bronzer, some setting powder, some blush. People will ask me, what do you recommend I start with? Start with like the building blocks of having a great main face. Because if you have this going where everything, I have no filter on, none. I mean, if you get close, you can see my pores. But it looks like a filter in real life. I cannot tell you the amount of times waitresses or Target checkout, I don't really go other places than that, like Costco, Target, and food. I don't really go anywhere. Orthodontist, dentist. Like when I've gone out in public, how many times people are like, what kind of makeup do you use in real life? Not just on camera. And then obviously on camera, people have asked me before because I do makeup tutorials for a living. But I highly recommend trying it. Okay, I'm looking for brow liner because just think everything looks more put together when your brows are done. What could I have done with it? Sometimes I like to be like, it's probably my kids. They took it. This one's probably me. I don't think they use brow liner. I just don't know what I've done. Okay. Surely I'll come across. Oh, here it is. See? If you look long enough, it was just hiding behind my TRIMFIT. Having a trainer is a great way to keep you accountable and motivated. Yes. And he pushes me to do things like I was so ready to quit. And he's like, no, we have 2 more rounds. I'm like, oh, okay. 2 more rounds it is. And guess what? I was capable of doing it. I am sore today. You know, when you go to sit on the toilet and you're like, I can barely, what is going on? Like I can barely move. Also exciting day for us is the dog groomer is here. It's one of my favorite days of the month. I have a golden doodle who for years, she just looked like a little feral animal because I'm not good at keeping her looking beautiful. Her fur, she just loves to like jump in the pool and stuff and her fur gets so crazy. And so we have looked for years for like a groomer, but she kind of doesn't like guys and girls with them. And so we've had a hard time and now we have found someone who comes to our house, which if you have big dogs, we have 2 big dogs. Elvis is a Bernese Mountain Dog that is not a fantastic listener and he's 130 pounds. He's huge. And then Ivory is a great listener, but doesn't really like everybody and has a hard fur to handle. The fact that this woman comes to our house in her van and she washes them and takes care of them and that my dogs like her, it is like the best thing for me not feeling like a guilty dog mom. Anybody else feel like a guilty, where you're like, this is my dog, sorry. No, she looks like she rolls in the dirt and swims in the pool because that's what she does. And now she just looks so cute. So I love it when we have dog wash day because it's like, they're not stinky and you can just snuggle them a lot. Just something happens when you do brows. Okay, going in with Orange Caves. I love this palette. I had it when it first launched, and then on one of my trips, I was on an airplane and I dropped my luggage, and my palette just never survived and was not ever the same after. And so there's so many times where I'm like, I wish I had, it's especially this golden color, and so got it. Brand new. Isn't there something so wonderful about a brand new palette? Oh, you have Chihuahuas. They're easy to maintain and you absolutely love them. You take them everywhere. My mammal had Chihuahuas. Their names were Annie and Pedro. And she was convinced Pedro had something kind of wrong with him. And he might have, but Pedro kind of like tipped over a good bit. And he just laid around and snuggled. And Annie was like such a guard dog. Anytime the squirrels would come into the yard, she'd be like, go get them, Annie. And she'd open up the sliding door and the dog would like bark the squirrels away. And she'd be so excited. Like she was obsessed with her Chihuahua. What kind of dogs? Does anybody have dogs on here? What kind do you have? Okay. Here we go. We're going in. This is the Orange Caves palette by Ophir. Look at the pigmentation on this color. I'm just going to press it. I thought it would be perfect with this. I'm so excited. I haven't worn this palette in months because of my airplane makeup mishap. But it's so pretty. Oh, you guys have good dogs. Chiapoo, Shepherd, Cavalier, King Charles, 2 Huskies. Ah, 6-pound Pomeranian. We had a Pomeranian growing up. Her name was Misty. Going in with this pink color. So personally, I love using my finger to apply makeup when it is where you're wanting a really pigmented color. So I'll show you the difference. Here is if you use your finger, and here's if you use a fluffy brush. So a fluffy brush is going to give you like a very soft look, and using your finger or a sponge is going to give you a much more pigmented. So it's great to know you can do both. The denser the brush, the more pigmented your product. Same thing when you're doing your foundation. If you use a kind of kabuki or denser brush, like your foundation goes on in a more full coverage manner. And then if you use like more of a fluffier brush to buff it in, it's a lighter coverage. So anyways, such a good color. Just kind of looking. Oh, I have to watch that when I stand up. So I want it to be a little bit of an ombre where it goes from bright, like champagne, to this pink. Ah, a Shorkie named Bear. Oh, what are your animals' names? Golden named Milo. So cute. I do have a link for this ring. If you drop the word me, I can send it to you. Okay, be sure you share this video if you haven't already. And if you tag a couple friends, be like, I love following her. I think you would like it too. If there are people who you think would enjoy it, I think that would be awesome. Because you know the ones of your friends who would be so into this. So it's, you know, just saying, sure, I'll just share. But you know the ones that you're like, oh my gosh, my friend so-and-so would love this type of content. Those are my people. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the fluffy brush because I want this to be lighter. I want this to be not as heavily pigmented as we did on the crease. So I'm going in with this bronzy color. Anyone have cats? Lots of dogs, What other? Cats, birds. We had a lot of animals growing up. we once had a bird that had lived with another family, and that bird said dirty words all the time. And he also had figured out how to sneak out of his cage. So while you're watching TV, he could like open his cage and he would just dart at you. And we had to watch TV with like a blanket, because when you heard the cage open, you'd have to like cover yourself up. I don't think we had that bird very long, but I was in elementary school, and I remember it being the funniest thing, because obviously we weren't allowed to say bad words, and this bird said bad words all the time, and it also mimicked my mom's laugh. So my mom has a very like distinct laugh, and the bird would like start laughing like her, and she's like, "This is not funny," and he would fly out of the cage and then laugh in her laugh. It's kind of crazy. Okay, going in with this darker color. This is the Orange Caves palette. Okay, so this is the darker brown. Such a good chocolate. And I am using a little dense brush. Just a little crease brush. Oh, you have 3 ducks and a turtle. Michelle, that sounds amazing. I want ducks so bad. I watch half my feed on Instagram is ducks. I watch so many duck videos, or rabbits eating fruit. I think it is the cutest thing. Oh my goodness. Andrea, you have goats, chicken, guineas, turkeys. You live on a small farm in Alabama. You are living my dream. Ah, love Dachshunds. I love, have you ever seen the Dapper Dachshunds? It's like the gray, why can I not think of the word Dapper Dachshunds? Anyways, it's where they're like the gray kind of merle looking. So good. Okay, what do you think? I put a little bit of that brown in there, and I am gonna go just with the tiniest bit on my finger, just press right here in the outer corner, just to give a tiny bit more of that orange color. So it's gonna ombre from like this champagne to a pink to an orange. Okay, love it. Pretty excited about this because it's a new mascara. Still have to do my hair. This video might be long. Are y'all here for hair? Anybody gonna hang out and stick around for hair tutorial? Okay, so Ophir's mascara, and there's just something so nice when you have a new mascara. Oh, here's a cat. Speaking of cats. Dapple. Thank you, Sheila. Dapper. Dapple? Oh, I don't know what it is. Anyways, I'll have to Google it when it's over. You had a parrot growing up and he would curse, right? It's crazy. All right, so going in with Ophir mascara. Mascara just gives you such a finished look. When I do my mascara, I try and go like this way for the outer, more in the center for right above, and then at an angle this way to give me a nice natural curve. Robin, your neighbor growing up had an alligator as a pet. He grew up with you and was in movies. My neighbor growing up had a gigantic snake, huge snake, and one time it got loose and the whole neighborhood was looking for it. And it was in one of the neighbors' mulch beds up against their house. And when I tell you the snake was humongous. You have terrible eyelashes, so I would recommend doing lash serum. If you go to my Amazon storefront, I have the Grande Lash Serum linked, and then also using a mascara that has ingredients in it that help lengthen your lashes. So Ophir's mascara has castor oil in it, and it naturally lengthens your lashes. So your lash cycle is a little longer. So the necklaces are linked together, and I really need, it would be great if I was just wearing a t-shirt that didn't have like long cleavage, but instead my necklace is getting lost. So I really need I need it to be a little shorter. I'm gonna have to play with it after this is over. Your mom's friend had a tiger, and you went to see him once and didn't like his demeanor, and you never went back. So my mammal's best friend had a cougar, and she grew up, she actually had two, and her name was Sally, and she had two cougars, and they were beautiful, big cats. And my mama had seen them several times, and one of the times my mama went down there, and she was kind of obsessed with animals like I was, but maybe more, okay, if it gives you. So she was like loving all over this cougar, and all of a sudden the cougar went from like loving on her to pounced my grandma back and grabbed her by her neck. And it didn't make holes, but it had serious indentions, and Sally was able to get the cougar off of her, but could have been super dangerous. And my grandmother was like, it totally changed how she felt about feeling safe loving on that cat. And just out of nowhere happened. Scary. I don't think it stopped her from loving on it forever, though. I'll go ahead and tell you. But she was more cautious. Like, she was way more careful. It was big. I hope in heaven we have big cats, like, as pets. I just think that, like, if a lion could lay down with a lamb, and if we have all these things, I really think it would be amazing if we could fly, and if animals could talk to us, and if we could, like, just snuggle like lions. I just feel like that would be amazing. Like, hoping that's in heaven. It's not biblical. I don't know that there's anything in the Bible that says you're going to get to do that. But like in my heart, I'm like, oh God, like if God knows the desires of our hearts, and that would be high on my list. Like, I just hope I get there one day, and it's like, okay, like here's your house. And you walk in, and there's just a wonderful white tiger. Oh, that'd be amazing. Anyways. Hopefully you guys are there too, and you can come over and visit. Oh, I really do. I wish animals could talk. I think it would be amazing. And I hope that our animals that we had are in heaven. Like growing up, like animals that passed away that we loved. Hope they make it. Anyways. Faye's coming over in heaven to pet my white tiger. Would that not be amazing? Do you ever think of that? Sometimes we'll go to places and the views are just so beautiful. Or we will go to like man-made things where you're like, wow, this is amazing. And just the sky just looks so beautiful. And you just think like, wow, if something earthly could be this beautiful, can you even imagine how amazing heaven will be one day? It's one of the greatest hopes, right? It's like the hope of heaven. Okay, look at this. We're coming together. Okay, a little bit of lip. And I'll tell you guys what I got. Okay, lip, I ordered another All That because I've been wearing that liner out, and a Whatever because they are just really good. And sometimes they'll be in my car. And I got 2 mascaras. And then I also got liquid liner. I'm not going to wear liquid liner today. I already opened a mascara. I need to put these in my Ophir box. So when I'm looking for it at another time, it's hard to clean up while you're live. Well, mainly because I have ADD, and then the other part is just like extra steps. But I am trying to get better to clean up as I go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the shade All That. And it is beautiful. It's hard for me to talk and do my lips at the same time, so bear with me. And then I'm gonna do my hair. If you're looking for a liner that goes on smooth like butter, it's so beautiful. The color is stunning. It is the shade All That. I do overline my lips a little bit. How's my son doing good with his allergies? So it seems like the last 2 or 3 days are better. The cats definitely bother him. We've been trying to keep the cats away. And then now that everything else is blooming, his allergies are just... So we're really, I haven't found anyone locally that wants 2 cats. I don't want to separate them because they're brothers and sisters. And they've always just been together, and they always like canoodle together. They just snuggle all the time. And I feel like it would be really hard to separate them. But we have looked into like... Well, we've just been asking some friends. But if you're local and you want 2 wonderful cats, they're potty trained, they're very snuggly, non-aggressive. My son's allergies are really like not doing swell. But until that happens, we're just trying to keep them as separate as possible and really like heavily vacuuming. The worst part is the cat. One of them is, you know, they're getting rid of their like winter coats, and so, but it's warm enough we can put them like inside, outside. But I'll be so sad. I like love our cat. So they do go outside some. That's made a huge difference now that it's warmer. Like the last couple of days, we've been like, okay, we're gonna put the cats out. But, okay, this is a disgusting chapstick. It's from POMIFERA. It's their Happy Salve. It is so good. Beta got a hold of it, and I'm just not I haven't reordered one, and it's just the most hydrating lip balm. You could use any sort of chapstick, but I love using these colors. Ooh, try a tablespoon of local honey a day. I need to do that. What's my favorite POMIFERA Happy Salve flavor? Probably the lemon. I really like that one a lot. They had a Christmas collection a while back, and it was like maple and different things, and that was really good too. Okay, so then you can just play with this. All right, I'm gonna start heating up my hair tools. these I'll take with me. I also have this color. They come, the lip liners have like matching, here's that, all that color, like as a lipstick. What do you think about this look? And this doesn't have to be just a concert look. This could be a great everyday look. Put this in your bag so you don't forget it. Okay, let's do our hair. Y'all, these shorts, these are, before I do my hair, I'm gonna let this heat up and I'm gonna do my legs with some gradual tanner. Speaking of cats, here's a cat. Because I want to be able to put my boots on and head straight to go get my nails done after. So you can kind of tell from doing my face with a little extra tanner. Might need Adam to get my bag before I go, but I'm just gonna put this on. This is a gradual tanner, and throughout the day I will get more tan. Whoops, y'all can't see a thing. When I do this, I start at the bottom and work my way up. If you start here, and then when you go down to the bottom, like if you're already clothed, I've done this about 1,000,000 times. So ideally you do this when you're fresh out of the shower and you have no clothes on. But a lot of times what happens for me is I decide, okay, I'm gonna wear shorts. And then I'm like, great, now I need my legs tanned and I don't wanna get undressed. So I will do it like this. If you did it this first, every time I go to my calf, I would just get stuff on my clothes. So do the bottom part first and work your way up. Does that make sense? I know, I feel like these are short shorts. Short shorts. It's like, they're much shorter when you sit. Like, I feel like once you stand up and kind of take care of business, they're not as short, but they are short shorts. I am gonna wear cowboy boots with them, so they cover up like this much of my leg, and I feel like it makes it not look as short. Also, I want to talk about like a leg muscle, okay? I've not had leg muscles probably ever, and I've not lost weight since going to the gym. I've kind of stayed consistently about the same for the last few months, and I've lost 120 pounds, but about 160 is where my body kind of likes to stay. That's what I am right now, and I'm maintaining and everything, but I will say that my shape has changed, that I'm noticing muscles that I've never had. This cat's rubbing its hair all over my leg. And so anyways, so now I'm doing this upper part. I'll be so glad I did this because this is a gradual tan and it just like is a tinted lotion, and over the next few hours it'll just get darker and it makes your legs look hydrated, and I just want them to be dry. So when we're done, I can put on my boots, my hat, show you a full outfit, and I don't have to do this working around my boots. So. Also exciting news, I'm going up higher than I really should, just in case shorts ride or anything that I don't have a line. I have cowboy boots, and I actually bought these for 2 Nashville trips ago. I was around 215 on that trip, and I remember that because I was for sure the largest girl that was on the trip, and everyone looked so cute wearing these, and I could not get them over my calves, and so I reordered them. And they came in and they fit. And so that was like kind of a really fun non-scale victory. Okay, going in with a little of this. I'm using the little clip today by Lange, and I'm going to curl my hair, and I'm also going to use the Volume to kind of get the crazy stuff, I don't know, like all nice and smooth. Here we go. Sorry, friends. We're doing a full get ready, and this is what full get ready looks like. Okay. A little more on the back of my leg. my balance. It's not great. Okay, here we go. All right. Out of breath just from doing that. That'll tell you I should do more cardio. Okay, paired a little belt with this, and let's get started. So the Launch has several types of volumes. They have like a max volume, a high volume, they have different heads. This one has interchangeable heads. They have the standard one that doesn't have interchangeable heads. But Launch has a deal going on. It's save up to 70% off, and with their Mother's Day sale. So if you need hair care, you need hair tools, you need whatever you need, it's a good time to stock up. So, all right, going in with, this is my favorite dry shampoo. It is the Style Revival Super Dry Shampoo. And I'm just gonna go in, and it smells amazing. I love a dry shampoo that smells good. The white will actually go away, so don't worry about it. It's just a super dry shampoo, so it's very starchy, and it actually absorbs the extra oils in your hair. Because nobody likes a dry shampoo that you put it in and it doesn't work. But I'm not gonna look gray. Okay, I give it maybe 20 seconds to kind of absorb. All right. I might try on just regular jean shorts. I have some that are a little longer. I don't know, I may, but I feel like these, I feel like right now I'm just muffin topping. My belt split up, but I feel like the fringe gives you Nashville concert vibes. And since I'm 35 and I've never been to a concert, there's a good chance I'll never go to another one. And so I might just go for the fringe. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Le Volume, and this has boar bristles in it, and then it also has this titanium plate and these little slick bristles. So even though I have incredibly tangly hair, naturally my hair just tangles. This just slides through like butter, so we're going to turn it on. You guys are so sweet. Don't change the shorts. Are you sure? I'm starting to feel self-conscious. You guys are really sweet. My little hype team, when in doubt. Okay. So I take this, and boar bristles help evenly distribute the oils in your hair, plus your dry shampoo through your hair. So I'm just going to use this to kind of get my hair like a fresh little blowout look. And I may even put a little bit of glass here because it's a heat protectant and it's heat activated, like here on the ends, before I curl. Okay, let's do it. So since we're kind of into a long video, if you're still here with me, share this video, comment, share below, and we'll give away a second gift card for Amazon today. Just so we kind of might get fresh new people on this video. Getting all the tangles out. And then looks like I just washed my hair. I'm just doing this to kind of bend those ends to make them softer. I am gonna curl, but I just like it when the ends aren't just super straight. I do have in here extensions still, so I kind of have like a little bit of a mullet going on naturally. We'll drop that. Whoops. So I'll show you what happened. I bleached my hair for a long time, and the front started getting how they are. And then my natural hair is pretty long. This is, well, this part's not, but this part for sure is. So this is how long my natural hair is. And then this is how long my extensions are. So nothing wrong with like this length, but I wanted it to look a little longer. And then also this just wasn't blending. So I have something called K-tips, and they are, you can't even see them actually. They're like these little things right here. And then in the back I have 2 rows of hand-tied extensions. And so they were much longer, and then I had them cut just to look a little more natural. And I have those K-tips in the front because to try and blend my mullet. So here we go. So I don't have a hotel, so I don't have a super easy way to change. So I was thinking I was gonna drive in this, but the more I've worn it sitting here, the more I'm leaning towards packing leggings, driving, stopping at like a Starbucks, change into my shorts, and go to the concert. So that's what I'm kind of like. I'll just look goofy wearing this with like, you know, leggings, but that's what I'm leaning towards. So I would say a lot of people have extensions, but a lot of people don't talk about it. So my hairdresser does them all the time. They're really popular. You can get clip-in, you can get them done from your salon, you can get a little like a halo to help add volume. But I do have, this is from when I had blonde hair, and that's just an old one that's still in there. Look, hanging on for dear life. But it's just, I don't know, allowing me to kind of have long hair. When I was at the phase of where it was, where I was like, I just don't love it. So I was either going to chop it, or try and let it grow. And so I decided to do this. And even now I am thinking I might chop it soon. I get bored with hair. I think I've always been like this, but especially doing hair tutorials, it's like, well, how many things can I show doing a tutorial this way? And so I'll change it up. And then it's like, oh, okay, we are at 400 degrees. This is the little clip. Let's put in a little bit of Variable Heat Shield. This is gonna help my curls last longer. Again, Launch has their Mother's Day sale happening, so you can save up to 70% off. Gotta change at Kaylee's hotel on her way. Maybe. She just texted me just a minute ago, so I need to see what she said. She's already there doing stuff. K-tips are these little extensions that have a tip on the end, and they like flat iron them to your hair, and they stay in for about 4 to 6 months. But if you want them removed, you just take like an alcohol-based remover and they spray them on there, and then it just they slide right off. So it doesn't damage your hair at all, but it gives you some extra, especially if you've got where the front, kind of what I'm experiencing, where the front of my hair just has more breakage. And I also want to start working on doing just more hair treatment on my hair to kind of strengthen it. Okay, I'm going towards the back of my hair with this. This is the little clip. It is a titanium curling iron, and it's fabulous. How often do you get the K-tips moved up? So the way they work is they stay in 4 to 6 months. They get dissolved, and then you would just order another set. So they're not reusable. I think it was $80 is how much they were for a whole pack. And I used the whole pack. So if that helps at all. Your hairdressers who put some in, but I think I could do it myself. I haven't looked to see if they're on Amazon, but I probably could. But my best friend is my hairdresser, so she can kind of normally get me in if I need something. I almost begged her to get me in yesterday to see if I could get my hair colored. I haven't had it done in a while, and my grays are popping. And so, but I was like, there's no way. I had too much work to do, and she was already saying she had a full plate, so I was like, well. Okay, so this is the 32 millimeter. So it's the larger, it's a 1.5 inch barrel. So it's the larger of the two that Launch has. Where do you get K-tips? My hairdresser bought them. So, but I don't know if you can get them on Amazon or not, but your hairdresser typically buys them and installs them. So you could see if your hairdresser does that. Or if someone in your area, like even if you still go to your same hairdresser, but maybe you want to go to somebody who specializes in that. It's very simple. And I'm not kidding. My hair is like, well, my bangs started breaking, then the front part started breaking. And this past year, I did pink hair, I did red hair, I did brown hair, I did platinum blonde hair. I really changed my hair a lot. I think, so I have Veda, she's 2. And for a little while, I for sure was like, did not recognize my body, did not recognize myself. I'd gained over 100 pounds. I was really like, just, especially if you're dieting for a long time or like nursing and all these things, there's not a ton you can change to maybe feel a little more confident. And hair is one of those that like, hair changes make me feel confident. And so trying to find like myself again, trying to find me, what makes me happy, what made me feel hot, what made me feel like, you know, good in my own skin, and like experimenting with that, and not major changes, you know, but hair is an easy thing. It grows back. You can get longer, you can get it shorter. It's just easy. If you haven't changed your hair in 10 years, like you'll be shocked at what a new human you feel like by changing your hair color or your length. Okay, so if you want links to anything that I've shown in this video, just drop the word me below and the links will get sent to your inbox. I love this hair tool. Okay. Going into the next section, I'm planning to wear a hat. I'm going full concert. If you're doing it, going all in, all or nothing. Do you like videos where it is a full get ready with me? Like hair, makeup, tan, like all of it, all the things. Eating snacks. I haven't eaten a snack yet, but I really would like one. Let me know what you prefer. Short videos where it's just hair only. I try to do a mix, but I think it is really, I personally love videos where you see a full transformation. I think they're really fun. For TRIMFIT, do you have to fast? No. I just drink it like whenever I want it. If I feel low on energy or if like I have the munchies, or if I know I'm gonna go somewhere where they're gonna have a lot of snacks and I want to try and like eat healthy, I take it with me. I don't typically drink TRIMFIT when I'm working out though. I will say, and I've noticed that I feel like my heart gets a little too racy if I'm using it at the gym. But some people take it as a pre-workout, so I just am sensitive to caffeine, so keep that in mind. What is everybody doing today? You like the whole hair makeup outfit? I do too. I think it's fun. Okay, so here we go. I just am rotating towards the back of my hair. If your hair's thinner, you can also alternate. I love the pieces, my face fading pieces always go towards the back. But sometimes if I feel like my hair is a little thinner or I'm wanting a little more volume, I will alternate in the back, like some going towards the front, some thicker, some thinner. It just gives you a lot of extra volume. Love the curls with this lip clip. It is so pretty. So again, taking it, rotate towards the back of your hair. If you do have extensions, I mix my extension and my real hair together so that they kind of blend seamlessly. Robin, today's your day off. You went on a 2-hour walk and you're gonna enjoy the sunshine, maybe a picnic for dinner. I want a day like that. How peaceful does that sound? Okay. The biggest part is making sure your hair stays like on the plates. It will not curl, obviously. If it's like this, you're not gonna curl these pieces. Or if you feel like those pieces have been sitting on the iron too long, you can kind of drop them off. Okay, taking this section. This is a very easy way to do your hair, but I love the look of it. It almost reminds you of hot rollers. And then just nice bouncy. Don't forget the back. I am really bad to forget the back, and then sometimes I'll see a video or a picture of myself in the back of my hair and I'm like, I need a mirror for back here. But you can often tell just by how it feels. I can hear Christian. He's doing schoolwork. He's on virtual school right now. The girls only have 9 days of school left. We're planning summer trips and what we're gonna do. Lexi has a crazy cheer schedule for summer. You would think she was like in college cheering, but she's not. Middle school cheer is serious. And they have so many mandatory cheer dates. I'm like, are you sure you love cheer? Like, do you really love it this much? Because our whole summer you have cheer practice. But she does, she loves it. So that's what you do. I'm in my cheer mom era. Krista Amos. Hi. My maiden name is Amos, if you didn't know that. So I got married the month after I turned 18 and I became a Wheeler. And then I was doing social media and stuff. And so Courtney Wheeler is what I kind of got like, I don't know, blew up as, right? And I got a divorce after I was married like 11 years and my kids have that name. And so I just never went back to my maiden name. And then I got remarried and now I'm CORTNEYSWANN. And so, but my actual maiden name is Amos, if you didn't know that. Fun fact about me. Lola does soccer and we are always at soccer. And then Lexi does cheer and we are always at cheer. But luckily their schedules don't really interfere too much with each other. I have some friends that their kids are in separate sports kind of at the same time, and they really seem to conflict where like one parent has to go to one and the other parent goes to the other. And we have gotten really lucky that Lexi stuff is normally during the week and Lola's stuff is normally on the weekend. Christian does not do sports. He did football for a little bit. He did basketball for a season, but he really would rather game or like make stuff. Like right now he wants to do like metal forging and make swords. So he's like, I think I'm gonna forge swords. Like when I grow up, that's what I'm gonna do for a living. I'm like, Not sure how big the industry is for sword forgers, but we could find out. Maybe it's a specialty niche, and if that's what you're into, I support you, and we will. So Adam's taken him to a couple blacksmith lessons, and honestly, maybe it's a skill that, like, maybe it'll be a thing. I don't know. Or maybe he's just 15 and he wants to try it. Whatever it is, if they want to do something productive and want to try something new, I support it. I didn't have like that kind of growing up. So I wasn't able to play sports. It wasn't really an option. I probably wouldn't have been good at them anyways, but, and I started working at 14, and I worked all the way from there, and I was homeschooled for high school. So I really just kind of worked, and then I put in the answers for my assignments. And so I just feel like you only get to be a kid for a short window, and I want them to get to be a kid, if possible. We'll say I learned like a lot, and a lot of who I am from life experience and life things, but this tool, every time I use it, I am just in love with how my hair looks. It's so pretty. If you haven't tried their curling iron, they have 1 inch as well, or 25 millimeter, and then they have this one, which is the 32. If you feel like it got too bouncy while it's still hot, give it a good little tug. Okay. Going in on the side, we're almost done. I don't even know how long this live's been. It does not take me this long in real life to get ready. A lot of it's because I talk to you guys. Okay, you guys can let me know if you're team hat or team no hat in a minute. I'll show you hat, and I'll put on the boots, and we'll look at the full outfit. You started babysitting when you were 9 years old. Now you wouldn't even be allowed to stay home by yourself at 9, right? I started babysitting at 11, and like legit babysitting, no parents, just watching a toddler. Like, what? I just think like I love Lexi, but I would not leave Ada home alone with her. Not now, you know. There are a few things she started doing, like with supervision or with me close by. One of her favorite things to do is to give Veda a bath. And so for a while it was like me, Lexi, Veda. And now Lexi is totally capable of, like, she knows where to put the water, knows what to do. Normally, like, our bed and bath are right together, so normally I'm just right beside her. But yeah, I mean, I was totally babysitting, bathing, getting ready for bed, making food. Like, what? And we didn't have phones. So it's like, oh, well, hope nothing goes wrong. And I made $2 an hour babysitting. Put that out there. $2. And I was so happy about it. Kathy, you watched a 9, 3, and 9-month-old when you were 11. How many kids do you have now? Bet you'd be so good. So good with kids, if you could manage that at 11. Or maybe it was like, made you realize, I do not want all these kids. You own everything, all the tools from Longe except the scrolling iron. Now you're ordering, you will not be disappointed. And because it's titanium, your curls will last for days. But it's so beautiful. It really is. Like, I feel like I have a piece down here. There we go. I know this looks crazy. I just don't want to get my hair mixed up with it. I can see enough to curl through my hair. Oh, I must have given a thumbs up. I'm hoping, I think the concert is inside. They have a suite, how fancy, where I think you can get food and not have to go to the concession stand. And so I'm hoping it's not hot, because it is hot here in Tennessee. Okay. Shh. My call with my accountant, I just heard Adam start talking. Ugh. I gotta get going. Crud. And I still haven't gotten the nails done. But I've at least gotten this far. And I felt like, worst case, if they don't want to be friends with me because my nails look like this, I probably wouldn't have lasted long in their friend group anyways, because I always am like running in hot. I'll be down in 2 minutes. I can hear him saying, I'll see when she's going to hop on. Oh, time got away from me. Oh, our bookkeeper's on the call. I can hear, like, trying to listen in. I'm going to show you. Almost done. I planned to do this call in the car, but now I'm already here. I was going to just ear pod it. Really, it's probably more important to be on an accountant call than go get my nails done. Adulting, just being a grown-up. I pulled on this to show you how to pull on it, and I'm wishing maybe I hadn't have. Okay. There's something they said they might need, and they may need to reschedule. There we go. The call's getting rescheduled. Miracles, friends, miracles. Okay, let's do this. Oh, and I gained an hour from Chattanooga to Nashville. Sheila, you are my best friend right now. I completely forgot about that. I do. I gain an hour because I go from Eastern time zone to Central. So I will gain an hour. I will lose an hour coming home, but I will gain an hour. Time zones are so interesting to me. Okay, that one I just felt like I need a little tighter curl, so I'm going to hold it longer. This is the 32 millimeter. I'm going to spray in some hairspray and some marula oil, and I'm going to throw on my hat, put on my boots, show you a full outfit. Yes, 32 millimeter is 1.26 inches. I thought it was 1.5, sorry. It's like 1 1/4. And then the other one, the 25 millimeter, is like a 1 inch. Okay. I will totally take a tax meeting getting rescheduled any day. I also need to pack like a bug out bag, which is if I decide to stay and I want to shop tomorrow, what would I wear? And some pajamas and a contacts, just in case it's late. What do we think? Now a little bit of, where did it go? Marula oil. Marula oil. I used it yesterday. Hiding. Everything hides. This allows you to get texture and shine without getting frizz. Smells amazing. I have hair that tends to get fluffy. Okay, what do you think? Get this like a bra. Okay. Okay, now hat. Well, actually, boots, then the hat. Finished look. And I'll show you the full thing. All right. Well, that took us a minute. They rescheduled that call. Just heard it with my own ears, so that's exciting. We'll have to be there for that. Okay, keep in mind, I do know these shorts are a little short. I'm gonna pull them down in just a second. Okay. All right. So I have links for everything that we showed today. if you drop the word me below, I can send them to you. This is my headed to a concert outfit. Tell me, team hat or team no hat? Nashville concert, would you wear it? Definitely taking it with me. And then sometimes I feel like you have to be super confident to want to wear a hat. I also think that the hat helps with the humidity. Okay, what do you think? Yes, just take an extra outfit, just in case. Okay, so here we go. I'm almost loving it better without it. Take it. Decide. I'm trimming this. Like, what happened here? Whose idea was that? I love the tassels. I hate whatever tail this is. Oh, I might regret this. I'm going in with my face razor. I'm not going to take it all off, but some of it. That's much better. Okay, friends. Here we go. Down in the front, that's a good idea. It's like, I think the hat. Okay, that's our finished look for today. I gotta like, pull it together. Okay, we're out of here. If you have questions about anything, shoot me a message. If you want links for any of the things that we talked about on today's long live, drop them me below and I'll send them to you. Pretty sure I just popped, great, I popped my connector. I'm holding on by a thread. I wish I knew how to sew. What happened? How'd I do that? Okay, this is our hair. Launch has their hair care deal going on. You can save up to 70%. We used the lip clip today. Ophir has their sale going on. You can save up to 30%. These are finished. Makeup and hair look. So impressed by their products. You will not be disappointed. Somebody said cut the string in the middle. Oh, I think you're right. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. So yeah, like what happened? Who? There we go. I feel like it needs a little, but not a ton. The things we do to try to be cool. Anyways, this is my what a cool girl wear this outfit look. That was the vibes I was going for. I feel like I'm gonna meet so many people who are like genuinely cool people today, and I'm gonna try my best. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day. If you have questions about anything, send me a message. It might take me a minute to get right back to you because I won't be on my phone much today. I'll be driving. But anywho, hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for getting ready for me. With me. Oh my gosh. Y'all. All right, bye.